What is going on, Guardians? It is Ebontis here. It is solo Nightfall time on June 13th, and we've got the Undying mine staring at us. So let's check out those modifiers and see what we've got. Got specialists, so definitely sniper rifles are going to be a good thing to use. Things like sidearms and shotguns can be beneficial when you get those waves of enemies in a certain spot, so definitely keep those in mind. Most of the shields are going to be void for the Vex, mostly for the Minotaur, so if you bring void stuff with you, that will be beneficial. Another thing to keep in mind, you got Juggler, so definitely keep switching up those weapons so you can get those ammo drops to vary. Grounded, keep your butt on the ground. Do not jump. It's a good way to get your butt blown off. And finally, you got Chaff, so keep your head on a swivel. Definitely going to be one of those things to keep in mind. So one other thing, as I was saying, pretty much anything void is going to be good. I've got in here, so I was going to run Angel's Advocate for just a regular primary. If you want to run something like Doom of Chelchis, you can. But I would probably go a regular primary. I've got main damage is going to come from your specialist spot. So if you've got a void shotgun, like this one, for example, that I haven't upgraded, but I should. Reload speed, sure. And then Dark Drinker is going to be a really good thing to be able to take out many of those enemies that are void shielded like that, and a shotgun to take out enemies that get close. It's a pretty solid combo, but Sniper for sure is going to pump a ton of damage into the boss. Also, as many of them are going to be void and you're going to have a couple of groups, this is not a bad way to go either. So Black Hole to get the bigger groups, or if you want Bloodbound to share the damage, either one, kind of your preference. This one just doesn't last as long. Void Wall, Spike, Vortex. Vortex is actually not bad for crowd control. Sometimes the direction on the Void Wall is a bit of an issue. As always, you know, toughness and battle recovery at all costs. And then decreasing Shadow Shot cooldown is good. If you want a Shade Step, you can. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and throw on Shade Step Helm. Then you're good to go there as well. More super energy from non-guardian kills. Pretty much have something that has that. And let's jump in and see how it goes. Hunter's going to be the fun one, so let's see. Alright guys, load on and get moving. We know time is always working against us here, in this first section especially is definitely going to make you work through the waves. First things first, you're going to have a Zealot there, pick him off. Now you just don't have to worry about a random dude picking you off as you come up here and work on these guys. Focus on the ones you need to. Hey, what do you know? Some ammo. Sometimes they're going to be nice about it, sometimes they're going to be mean about it. Never know. If they're generous in the ammo dropping department, use that special. So come up here, just be careful how far out you get. You can have one here in the center who definitely can pick you off. Then in the back you'll have a couple as well. 93,000, it's some solid damage. You can have a Minotaur down here. Definitely make sure you work him down quickly. His shots do tend to sting a little bit. Minotaur down in the center, usually somewhere roaming. There he is. So drop that shield with the special, kill him with the primary so you can get some of that special ammo to drop possibly, or heavy even. And then just look for the goblins, pick those off quickly. Always a few stragglers around. Feel like you can't get the next wave to spawn, just move around a little bit. You might get a different angle on a couple of these guys. Especially ones that are just going to be boogers about it, like this Minotaur. Alright, now we got the second wave spawning, so I would definitely be careful how exposed you are. So look for the snipers in the back, if there are any. Gonna have a big old Hydra back there in the back. Those grenades are pretty epic on the throws. You might actually consider just sticking more in cover, working on some of these regular enemies down here. Watching those grenades. And use your rockets too. Like, you got a group, just blow them away. Like, don't even worry about it. If I got a heavy box, I may as well use a little bit of rocket ammo. Probably something that's going to drop anyway. Especially on a group like this over here. Just tear them up. Because, yeah, if you got like 12 guys to kill, just take them out. Minotaur's still coming to me, I'm pretty sure. Definitely keep advantage, keep that smoke bomb there to blind him if you need it. And then you start picking these guys off. Watch those hobgoblins, always strafe those as you shoot them. Pull out the sniper if you need some ammo drops to change. And definitely take a quick run for ammo if you get a chance, and most of the enemies are down. Ooh, not good. Time to run. Be quick if you're jumping, because you're going to get whooped if you are in the air. Again, taking an eye out. Watch for these guys over here on the left. They're going to have little grenade launchers, which hurt a little more than normal. So watch for these goblins on the side. Gonna have some hydras come up the ramp too. That's why this basically little Fatebringer scout rifle I like, because it's got outlaw for precision kills. You've got, on top of that, basically Firefly for those precision explosions. Just kind of good things all around. This was at the Vanguard a little while ago. It's been a pretty nice gun. More harpies out here in the middle. This thing just works. Pull out your sniper so you definitely get a variety in ammo drops. If you need to spend some time on that dude, you can. I don't even know what I'm waiting on right now. Maybe it is just this dude in the back. Probably not, though. Alright, so he is down. There's the group in the middle I was looking for. Chunk of grenade down there, if you can get one far enough. Looks like I kind of did. Should get enough of these guys taken care of. It's usually one straggler that's going to like keep you from getting that next wave to spawn. And again, don't forget, use that other ammo type so you can get some other ammos to drop. I'm in a bad spot. So if you are here, get out of there quick. Make sure you're not jumping too much when guys are in. Just be careful. Biggest thing I can say, jumping will get you killed. Watch for those hydras or minotaurs that are coming up. Alright, it's tether time. I'm just going to keep my butt safe. Not a good time to reload, but, you know, it'll be alright. Hopefully, as long as I can kill all these guys with some nice explosions. There we go. Just pull them up to you. Sometimes that works. A little hectic right now. But I guess if most of them are coming my way, there are worse things that could happen. I don't have to go searching for them. Got some ammo to drop. See what you got straggler-wise out in the middle. Definitely going to have plenty of hydras. Take those out. A couple shots from a strong sniper rifle should get your work in. You can land a grenade on somebody, it works. Otherwise, just gotta wait for those. Really, their shields are all in sync right now. That's ridiculous. Alright, so you got some hobgoblins over here. May as well snipe them so they don't get working on you. This is really unfortunate. Alright, this is also ridiculous. Come here, Hydra. Taking one of you guys down. There. Goodness gracious. So many shots. There's like 4 hydras around, so just keep an eye out for them. Come on. Apparently they're all going to go hiding from me. Just pick off the ones you need to, or can. And if you're not getting lucky with the enemy rotation, just move around. You usually get a good different angle. Get a few of them to show up. Like that dude in the back. He needs like a bullet. Got some hydras over here. What are you doing over here, dude? The one goblin left. He's like, I'm getting it. I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make all the difference. These guys will go down quick. Basically, you're looking to make sure that wall in the back drops, which means every guy has to be down, including random goblin zealot back there. Hydra over here in the corner. I probably didn't get that one over the wall. Nope. So if you're running around down here on this level, just be careful. For that reason right there. They can still smack you around pretty well. Can't get a good angle on them. Alright. Where's my heavy box? It's up here. Grab some ammo. Apparently the heavy's not going to give me primary, which is just mean. But hopefully by using special. Again, I'm like 7 minutes into the strike over here. Not the speed I want to be doing this, but I don't get a whole lot of choice sometimes. Grab what you can on the way and let's go. Told you that part, you can get a lot of points out of it, so points shouldn't be a factor, but unfortunately there's not a speedy way to do this one either. Kind of just have to wait for the waves. Sometimes they move, and you can't really just go jumping around and finding them. You'll get your kind of butt blown off by some snipers. Alright, so once you come up here, you'll have a couple of goblins right here in front of you. Take those out first. You'll have a couple minotaurs in the back there. Depending on how quick they come up here. Start blowing them away with some rockets. It's a nice speedy thing to do if you can. Especially once you blow their heads off. And then just watch out over here on the right. You're going to have a couple hobgoblins and a couple regular goblins over here. So regular goblins down. Snipers in the back. Pick those off and then check and work your way forward. Looks like I've got a heavy box, so I can kind of be a little rocket liberal. I can even come back to that one if I want to. The next phase is what's really going to suck, I'll warn you. If you get the precursor Vex, there's a lot of waves, there's a ton of them, and there's no real great way to speed the whole process along either. And depending on how aggressive some of the guys get, you actually may come all the way back to that heavy box anyway. So I'll show you why here in a minute. So once you come up here, you'll figure out if you get taken or Vex. Seems to be pretty much all Vex for me all the time. As soon as those little spires come down, you'll know you'll get the Vex that you're expecting. Now then from here, this is not a bad time to go bloodbound so you can actually share that tether. Now, if these little guys come to you, they're not so bad. It's the big boys that hurt. And again, being up in the air is a good way to get your butt shot. So, if you can jump back here, you can actually get a fair amount of work in from back here. You got some cover if you need it. So they're pretty much out of range, and you can get a lot of damage done with whatever gun you're using, or you can just go rocket ham. See what's up there? Mostly good. Now, I would say normally go rockets there, so you can actually go pick up some special, but you're going to be doing a couple waves of these guys and just pulling them out, so you got some more rockets. So I'm going to go a little rocket ham on this next one, depending on where they spawn. Feather up. Now, the perk of that is I'm sharing damage between all the enemies as they hit that tether. Just be careful how much you jump. You can actually potentially hit that Colossus in the back. Just watch out for its shot. You can do a lot of damage to it pretty quickly with a sniper rifle, depending on what drops. Hopefully, I actually got some ammo to drop up here. Maybe. A little bit of sniper ammo. But by killing that many precursors as their majors, you're going to get your super up really, really fast. So see if you can bring them out to you. Yep, they'll usually come around the corners. You can put a tether right here on the wall. Just wait for them to come around. And start that work on. Probably could kill him standard. Sniper still works. A little more effective on the crits, but still, it's going to be a good way to do it. And you can just use everything in your arsenal and try and slow these guys down, keep them somewhat at bay back here. It's a bit dicey. So we got silver. Looks like we got heavy up around the corner too. So I could go pick up the heavy box, trying to still work this guy down. Now, you'll do less damage when he's in freak out mode, which is what this would be. When he goes back to normal, you get more of a shot in there. So it's like 37 versus somewhere in the realm of like 70. Now, once he is down, I don't think you're done with enemies, so it's actually not a bad time to run back here. Pick up that heavy if you got it, and I'm just doing that because I actually have it. You won't always guarantee to have this heavy box up there. But if you do, may as well take advantage of it. Now, looks like I've got one straggler precursor guy here. No big deal. It's a bad time to need a reload. Alright. Still no special. Not getting any love on that department. At least you got your rockets up and ready in case. Probably going to have another wave of enemies up here. Yep. Slow a few of them down. Nice little rocket should do some work in there. Woo! Nice. Did get some sniper ammo, see if you got any stragglers. And now is a great time for a tether. Share that damage all that you can. Yeah, be liberal with those rockets, believe me. Better way to stay alive. Don't jump. Just try and make a running circle, and I think one of these guys is really, really pissed off right now, so it could be sniper time. Whew. Alright. Told you there's a ton of these guys up here. It's ridiculous how many enemies you've got to fight here. Especially how pissed off some of these guys get. Goodness gracious, I almost got killed there. Well, see how many we got left. Gonna have some snipers in the back. Pick those off. Crits do wonders. You're gonna get plenty of points. I'm probably already at like gold. Check up above. Now if I try and run, I could be done. Nope, still not done. And if you try and run, there's gonna be a nice invisible wall there. So it's a good time to get your butt out of there again. Maybe pop a heavy scent even, if you got them. Probably actually need to buy a few of those. Finally running kind of low. But again, trying to pull these enemies down to you, one side or the other. If you can take out the hobgoblins without blowing a rocket, that might not be a bad idea. Definitely try and pull these down. And again, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can with just a buttload of rockets right now. There's a few guys down. Anybody else? Oh, that dude's pissed. Well, anybody left? Because I'm about out of everything. Got some special ammo finally, which is good. Still not done. Still not even done. Ridiculous, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous what this is. Of course, a bad time to have to reload. Finally blew his head off. I still think there's more guys over here. There are. "14 minutes just to get through this section, and I still gotta fight the boss." Kinda ridiculous. Are we done? I think we're finally done. Well, plenty of enemies to kill there. See if I got any ammo drops up here. At this point, if you can get this high up, just run. Just skip this section. Wow. Did not know there were that many gonna spawn there. Be careful about jumping. As I told you guys, it's a risky endeavor. If you got a heavy box, that's gonna be a nice little treat. Otherwise, sorry. Alrighty, Roo. 13 minutes to go. At this point, you don't have too much between you and the boss. You might have a couple enemies, but the boss honestly shouldn't be that hard. If you got a sniper, you can do some work in with that just because you're going to have that specialist bonus. If it's a specialist void, you take him out in no time. But you're going to have a couple waves you got to manage. The regular waves shouldn't be too bad. It's the precursor waves, and you've got 2 of them. But doing the damage you need to the boss is actually really not going to be the main worry. Come up here. If you can pick a couple of these guys, you can honestly skip this section if you really so desire. You just got to be careful where you're standing when you do it. Recovery is kind of important. Wow, there's a lot of guys up there. Kind of forgot there were so many. Seriously? Oh, I am so dead. Oh, wow. Yep. I just wanted to see what was going to happen. You won't restart as far back on this section. You're kind of in an in-between phase, you could say. Yeah. So I just got to fight to the mine, and at this point, I'm just going to try and run past them, because if those guys get collected, you are kind of hosed. They're not going to come down and fight you, and once you get into the room, it's closed off anyway. But that is a lot of Minotaurs, so be careful about being airborne. If you can just get past this section, land it down below. Then you're going to be facing first the guys that come in. Looks like I got a special box. You're going to have some goblins that come in. Just pick those off as they come in. Nothing major here. Just get some primary work in. Maybe get you some special or heavy ammo to drop up there, which is always a good thing. Now all those big guys behind you don't really need to fight those. Man, I got a lot of goblins today. And now's a good time to throw both grenades out there, because you're going to have minotaurs and goblins and a collection of insanity out there in the front. Getting some work in. If you actually have most of them grouped up, you could do something like a galley rocket. But you got to kill all the guys for the boss to actually spawn. So, careful about the minotaurs. You know, sniping time, always a good thing. Where you at? Where's the other one? They hurt. Definitely hurt. Now if I get this far and screw everything up, I'm going to be a little more on the ticked off side, but grab any ammo you can, so that's quick to get to. Now there's no burns, so the boss won't really mess you up ridiculously. He's still going to mess you up because he doesn't stop firing, like, ever. But first thing you can do, try and get those sniper shots in. What I try and do is have him headed towards the front when the waves of enemies spawn, especially the precursor, just so I can know where he's going to be and I can kind of manage his location and work the enemies from a little better spot. Looks like I have a straggler over here. This is just the first wave, actually. So look for these few as they spawn in. He'll slowly work back in the middle of the room back to about where I am. So you don't want to hang back here forever, but you can get a lot of work in from back here. Till everything starts. Now watch out for the hobgoblins. Those snipes will just mess you up all sorts of quick. And it's chaff, so they can definitely come behind you. So keep an eye out over there. Watch for that grenade. Oh, come on. Really, dude? Now once he gets close over here, you're going to want to find a way to like move forward and not get completely whooped here. Well, those guys collected up nicely. I did enough damage to pull that first wave, apparently. A little quicker than I expected, though. The boss is always just going to shoot basically where you were. Where he saw you last is where he's going to shoot. Kind of straightforward. So if I look and I find him here, he's going to shoot up here. Then the next place if I want to fire is come back over here. I can get a shot in over here. Watch for your stragglers. This is the only one where chaff kind of sucks, honestly. And his splash damage is kind of crazy too, so be careful about that. Once you feel like you got all the enemies down, it's time to put some work into the boss, especially if he's heading forward. It's a good time to try and pull that next phase of enemies, which is happening because you can tell right there that that little pulse is happening. So the next wave of enemies are happening. They're going to come from the front. So they're going to be coming from the front. Just watch for those. A lot of goblins, some from the sides over here. They teleport around a little bit. There's not really an insanely safe spot to be either. Not a good time to have to reload though. And if you need a clean house, rockets are never a bad thing, just as long as you're not going to shoot yourself in the face. So I'm at gold at 52, so at least you know where that one's at. Try not to stand on a grenade when it's going to explode either. It's a bad way to survive. Have these guys coming to me, just don't know where. Take out a few. Melt down the ones that I can. Get those snipe shots in when possible. Not always possible, but I'm going to grab my box now because it's going to give me hopefully some primary, which it did, thank you. Now, as he is unfortunately headed back, time-wise, I really can't wait to risk it, so I'm going to have to do this my less than favorable way. I'm going to put enough damage into him to pull the next precursor wave, which I think I did. Oh, really? What are you guys all doing here? Not even cool. Trying to save my tether for the precursor wave just because that one's going to be painful as I'll get out. See if you can find a spot. I'm actually not on it yet. So time-wise, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this waiting, but I'm going to do it since I'm this far along anyway. He's in the back. Precursor are going to spawn across the way, and they're right on this platform. So what you're going to want to do is basically tether them together. This is a good time for black holes so you can keep more of them at bay. Pull out your sniper, and then if he's hovering in the back, just wait till he starts to shimmy forward. I can start getting some of that work in now. Wait, you'll see basically fog. Are you kidding? And the problem with chaff, stragglers are going to get me killed. I don't even know they're there. Alright, as he works his way forward. Oh. Alright, so now it is that time for tether. As soon as anybody comes in the middle, tether that whole center and start rocketing the whole thing. Grenades, rockets. You want to clear this side first. Let's see if I got just about everything on this side down, which I think I did. So now I can come to the back, and then you want to pick off the rest of the enemies over here. So you're going to have plenty of them. And just start looking for them. Right now, it's just goblins, nothing too bad. As you can see, I already got my super back up. Just because you're going to kill so many of them. And if you can get some heavy ammo drops, it's a great thing. If you can't, it's not the end of the world, but it definitely helps. Alright, pick up any ammo you can. Deal with the stragglers. Come across. Looks like I've got one more hobgoblin over here that I'm going to go find. Switch, come behind him. Alright, so now it's time to put some damage into the boss. Pull that next wave. If I got any heavy, that'd be great. Nope. None. Next wave is going to be regular, but you are going to have some hobgoblins. So again, where you fight the enemies, if you have the time, wait till he's going to the front, and you can save yourself a little bit of anguish, as opposed to dealing with him in kind of a painful spot. You'll know when the waves come, those two little arcs, those columns are going to pulse in the front when it does. So always waiting for that spot to where you can actually shoot him. Not even going to get a shot right here. Still thinking I'm up front. It's not a bad thing to actually have to come up here so I can try and pull the enemy. Think I'm up here. There's the enemies coming in, so he's only going to be, if I can not show myself to him, he'll only come to the front. So now is a good thing if you've got heavy to use. Throw those grenades, throw that rocket. Get that normal work in if you can. Watching for the few who teleport, which they're going to do. Get a couple rockets out there. Tether these guys if you need to. And again, they'll try and back off, but if you can get the Minotaurs down, that'll save you a whole bunch. And then maybe even a grenade right here might keep a few of these guys at bay long enough for you to hopefully pump some of them down. Especially the Minotaurs. Oh man. Trying to get some recovery going here. I'm in trouble. I'm so in trouble. Where is he? Whew. Alright, got a clean shot there. Now let's see what ammo I've got around. Really, I'm not done. Just die. Okay, just die somehow. That'd be good. Alright, ammo. Need to get a little of that. Special. So, for the next round, as the precursor are going to be last. Heavy box. I'm going to use what I can here just to send him to the next wave. Really wish I wouldn't have missed one of those. Need those precursor to come in. Again, just waiting for that audio cue that they're coming to us. Let me grab some ammo up here while I can too. I got special coming this way. I'm loaded up. Now if he's coming to the back, then I'm going to be dealing with the precursor up front. And they are not coming yet. Pretty much any shot at this point. I've only got 2.5 minutes left. I've got a tether, so this is definitely possible. Alright, are we really? Haven't spawned him yet? There they are. Get the rockets out, reload. Get that tether out, because you want all this stuff to go down in one giant grouping. All this stuff needs to go down quickly and together. Alright, so that side is done. Now, way to speed along the other side. Tether over there. And again, just watching for the boss. Minute 49 to go. Just pick off the enemies you can. Can't even get a big tether going over there. That'll help things along as well. If you tick any of them off, they will charge over to you. Like that guy. Another tether across the way. And again, just start picking these guys off from the back. But the sniper is really the better way to take out the Minotaurs. I got a minute 21 to go here. Oh, this is going to be so tight. I just got to finish these guys off and finish off the boss. There we go. I got him staggered. That'll help. He's down. Alright, I gotta find me some ammo. I gotta start working on the boss. I gotta kill him in about 50 seconds. This is gonna be fun. All sorts of a good time. He can't really see me from here. Perfect. Come on. Come on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Give me some special. Give me some special. How do I have no special ammo right now? This is ridiculous. 18. I'm going to be short by like 10 seconds. Come on. This is ridiculous. I can't kill him in 10 seconds without special. Well, if I don't finish it in time, which I did not, then you guys know at least how to do it. I'll still post this one up so you guys can see it, but I will not have a... Are you freaking kidding me? Well, you guys get the idea there. I'm going to post this one up for you guys so you can see it. At this point, I'm not going to go through the entire thing again with this character for now, just because I need to get this video up so you guys can see it. So... Again, you got the principle. If you got multiple people in here, maybe not using a heavy synth, maybe a special synth would have been the better deal. So you guys get the idea. I'll post this one up for now. I'll get a proper one up later. Just kind of running out of time today with stuff I got to do. So enjoy this one for now. Hopefully you guys do, and I will catch you guys on the other side. Sorry, unfortunately, this is not going to be a completion, but yeah. See you guys on another video. Have a good one.